Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to a new video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the different types of prop firms that you get, how they work, how can you choose the best one, and also ask a answer an important question that people had been asking me on Instagram, right? Why it is that I can only pass certain type of prop firms. So once I'm done with the video, you should get an indication of the why, the how, and the if not. Now, if you are new here, a sub would be appreciated as I provide valuable educational content on a daily basis. And if you enjoy the content, please do consider hitting that subscribe button for more educational content. Now, before we get started, let me answer the most obvious question, right? What is a prop firm? In layman's terms, a prop firm is basically a firm that provides you with capital, provided that you can prove that you can trade, right? They give you a percentage of the profits that are made, and that's the sort of it. I've made a full video on that. Now, how do you decide which prop firm that you need to go with, right? Now, there's a couple of things that we need to speak about. The first thing is there's a system called an HFT system, right? Some prop firms allow the passing of HFT and others don't. Now, I'll explain to you what the differences are. A company that allows you, or prop firm that allows you to pass with HFT, is less likely to pay out your refunds quicker. The reason for that is there's a higher probability of you passing with an HFT system. In fact, there's a 100% guarantee that you can pass your account using an HFT system. Now, from a business perspective, that makes no sense where the company's income is going to come from, because if they allow the use of HFT, then that means more people will pass, and prop firms make money through people failing, right? So firstly, if you want to decide on going with a prop firm, always check if the prop firm does allow HFT or do they not. If they do allow HFT, then you might run into some problems getting a refund processed quicker, because their income to payout ratio won't make any sense. What that means basically is, because they allow people to use the system, which is a high frequency trading system, that basically means that less people are failing, and that means less money is coming in, meaning that they cannot pay you as quickly as they would or should. Now, then you get prop firms that uses non-HFTs, right? Now, I'm not going to mention any names in terms of companies that allow HFT, because they're easily available and you can find them anywhere on the internet, right? Now, companies that does not allow the use of HFT, such as FTMO, has a good payout ratio, the amount of days that they pay you out. So you would request a withdrawal, for the following day, and then you immediately get that email to say that your funds has been paid into deal. My Forex funds, they'll pay you out within a day, and you'll get the email to deal. The next step, I don't know what the name of that prop firm is. Funded Trading Plus, I think. They also process a withdrawal, even very quick also. Now, how do you know, or how do you choose between which prop firms that you need to go with? One thing I can tell you is that prop firms is all about business. It's about making money. And if you think of it from a business perspective, you would know that you would know that if you go with a prop firm that uses non-HFT, that just means that you will get your payouts quicker. But it also means that you have to go through phase 1, you have to go through the phase 2, which is a bit difficult to pass. So you must do phase 1 and phase 2. With HFTs, you can use the system to pass it, right? To pass. That's it. Now, a lot of people have got the system up for sale, and they're selling it for ridiculous prices, also because of the way it makes life easier for a lot of traders, right? But moving on swiftly. So when you decide to choose a prop firm, right? The first thing you want to look out for is a prop firm that does not allow the use of HFT. If you do decide to go for a prop firm that allows the use of HFT because you may be for some reason struggling to manually pass your account, then that means that you need to understand what it comes with. Now, keep in mind that most companies that allows the use of HFT pass has got something called a consistency rule. Right? Number one, a consistency rule and a 50% rule. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know exactly what a consistency rule is because I still don't understand exactly how it works. But it basically disciplines a trader to be more consistent with their lot sizes as opposed to being all over the place, right? So what that means is that you have to basically be consistent with the lot sizes. Now, when you go to a prop firm that does non-HFT, there is no, there is no rules, right? There's no rules on how to trade the account because you have done the difficult work. You've done the difficult work by passing phase 1 and by passing phase 2. So because of that reasons, they won't further punish you. Right? Remember that because you have to keep in mind that because a company allows you to pass the use of HFT, they obviously have to get the funds in somewhere. And the more difficult they make it for you to be able to get to that withdrawal, the higher the chances are of actually making money through that. So the company that allows the use of HFT, the way in which they get a income is by people failing to follow the consistency rule, people failing to follow the 50% rule. And if people fail the account, then by all means, they then get that money straight away. But let's assume someone does everything correct, right? Everything correct, and he's got he or she's got a $6,000 or $7,000 withdrawal. The company that makes use of HFT would probably prolong the payment because they don't necessarily. I would think that they don't have 6,000 available because the means of income is through people failing, and if there's less people failing, then that means they're not making as much money as a company like FTMO that doesn't allow the use of HFTs. Now, there's another rule with a prop firm that allows the use of HFT, which is called a 50% rule. Now, the 50% rule basically means that you shouldn't have one trade be more than 50% of the withdrawal amount. To put it in layman's terms, if you make a withdrawal of $400, one trade should not be more than $201. Let's call it $201. So if it is, then that's also a breach, and then they violate you because you have violated the consistency rule. So there's a lot to think about if you go with a prop firm that does allow the use of HFT. The next point, the next thing that you need to consider that you can go and have a look at is always to go check a Discord, right? Always go into Discord first and go see what these guys are doing, what other people are saying, what people are talking about. A lot of people like to take risk, right? Including myself. Now, if you are a person that likes to take risk, someone like I know a person, like a friend of mine is from the US, right? So he's got the system that allows the use of HFT, and they go crazy. Well, he goes crazy on that side. He just buys accounts, testing them, whether you pass, whether you fail. So that's kind of what we're doing, or what I'm doing also, because that's the only way you know if something is going to work. You have to take the risk. If no risk, no reward, right? So you have to go check out their Discord, hear what the people are saying, hear what people complain. To give you an example, take a look at FCFF's Discord versus FTMO or My Forex Funds' Discord, or even go look at Next Step Funded. Their Discord's also very, very, very sweet. It's not as negative as other Discords, and then there's certain Discords where people are too scared to talk, so I do the talking for them at the end of the day. So go check out the company that you would like to join. Go check out their Discord. Go back, scroll up, look at what people used to say about their services, how they operate, what they do, how they respond to people, like, do they respond to, but the most important thing is that FCFF, first class forex funds, got a 2 hour delay in when you can reply again. So all those things, if you get banned for no reason, so you look at the payout section, see how frequently people get paid out. Make sure the people that are getting the payouts are not people that's obviously working there. So make sure that you go through that there as well. So go check out that Discord, read about what they are doing, what they are saying, and that as well. Now, coming back to the main question. Now, why is it that I can only pass certain prop firms, or in fact, I haven't done it in a long time. I've got a lot of people that had asked me. There's a gentleman that sent me a message also. There's so many people who asked me to pass the accounts, and then it's like, why can't you do FTMO or my Forex funds? I'll tell you this much. Can I pass a my Forex funds challenge or an FTMO? Yes, I can. Okay, but the probability is a lot less of me actually being able to pass it. Now, I've got a way in which I do it. But before we get there, I'll speak to you about the HFT system. Now, the reason why it's so easy for me to pass an account where the prop firm allows the use of HFT is because I have a system, and it's the same system that your friend is using at the CPI. So that is used, but I've got the updated version because I would believe it came from me, right? Because I'm the sole owner of it. So if we go back, right? So the reason why I only pass certain prop firms is because they allow the use of HFT, and it's easy to guarantee someone that I will pass your account with 100% because the system works as follows, right? If you have a broker, right, you've got a broker, a certain broker. The broker is on the right, the prop firm or the broker is on the right, the system's in the middle, and you basically execute the trade. Or in fact, you get the broker on the right, you get the exchange. If you don't know what the exchange is, then I would suggest that you go and look up what it means, So you get the exchange where the actual quotes, where the actual prices are being quoted from, right? So the system gets the prices because there's a delay, or because of the delay in execution prices, or the latency. So the prop firm, certain prop firms that uses a certain type of broker, there's normally a delay in which and when they get the price in terms of where the price is. So for instance, let's say that within 3 milliseconds, let's say the price is here on the exchange, right? But according to the prop firm's broker, the price is still sitting here, right? Why? Because there's a delay in when they get the price. Now, the system that's used, a high frequency trading system that is used, get the prices directly from the exchange before it gets to the prop firm. So the system then executes a trade. By the time the broker go like, whoa, okay, the price is supposed to be here, the system had already placed the trade at a higher lot size, which means the trade would run into a short profit that will get closed, and then that would then count towards the passing of the account. So that's the reason why it is easier, and I obviously offer because it's less risk. But can I pass an FTMO or a My Forex Fund account? Yes, I can. I've passed many for myself, right? But it comes with a lot of risk. Also, there's much risk involved, and a lot of people I know are willing to take the risk. However, it's just not within my means to do that. I could potentially educate someone, right? I could potentially educate someone on how I do it, the tools that I use to do it, but I won't personally take on that kind of that kind of thing, because the risk is just higher. And yes, I like to take risk, but I take risk with my own money, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna point fingers to anyone if anything doesn't go the way that I want to, right? So that is my list in terms of what it is that you need to look out for when you decide to go with a prop firm. It doesn't matter what prop firm it is, always make sure that you check these things and then you make an informative decision. Now guys, that is it from my side. Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed the video, please do smash the like button. If you have a different prop firm that you're using, tell me about your experience, how it was, are you still waiting for payouts, all of these kind of things. also. But that is it, guys. Thank you for your time, and as always, cheers for your ears.